Oh yeah, so this match is part of a series. It's a series of matches between Chicago players and Texas players. There's already been a lot of matches so far. The overall score is based on total number of points from each side. So the current score is actually really close. Texas is up 128.5 to 123.5. Chicago trailing by 5 points. So I guess there's pressure on me to perform well. I am representing Chicago, originally from Chicago area, currently in St. Louis, but Chicago's not too far away. But we'll play some Londons. We'll see how it
Yeah,
goes.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, we have
Okay,
Yasser.
sorry. Let me just play the straightforward lines, and then we can see what we'll do. That was
I feel like I should turn
again.
Yasser
I
off.
think that white's for choice. I
Sorry,
don't
Yasser.
know how big it is. I think it's
Okay.
actually not that big.
Let's play d5. Okay. I'm not gonna look at chat. I'll probably close chat and turn off alerts. Let's play
Good
a6
look
here.
at him, Rosen.
It's so important to not move too slowly. Let's play bishop e7. So we have a more solid, like Queen's Gambit declined castle here. I don't think there's any need to play c6 right away. More interested in playing rook e8. Yeah, rook e8. Because there's cases where if white castle is queenside, I want to play c5 in one move. Yeah, let me turn off alerts. I do appreciate people who've been subbing. Thank you, Stephen Gray. And I'm hiding chat. I might like look at chat between games, but we'll try and have full focus here. Yeah, h3 is playable. So I play knight here, just reinforcing the pawn because of this battery. Very often knight g6 can happen. Yeah, usually I play c6 earlier, but I still don't think there's a huge reason. Probably next move. Like the plan here is to play c6, bishop d6, and then h6. And then basically force a trade of bishop for knight. Yeah, this is actually still some kind of preparation. I usually have this position without the pawn on h3, but it's similar. So if a4, which is a typical minority attack, then I'll play this, and I'll be threatening to take here because a pawn on g2 will be overworked. So this is now a big threat. So h3 maybe wasn't the most accurate because it gives me a target. Knight d2 is natural looking, but it leaves the king side kind of naked. Also have a nice lead in time here. Knight h4, like so knight d2, knight h4 is nice sort of idea. Okay, nice time advantage, up a minute. I mean, this is still basically opening preparation. Just the move order was tricky because my opponent, like when I played a6 on move, what was it, move 3, move 4? It was a bit tricky to navigate the nuances. So knight h2, it's interesting. Queen g5 comes to mind, knight h4. Knight h4. Not even giving white the option of trying to simplify. Targeting this, and there's already things blooming of maybe sacking and mating someday, or dirty flagging. And I'm gonna try and win this game on the position and maybe on the clock too. And this goes to show like why opening preparation is so important, especially in Blitz. It's like most of this game is just kind of relying on memory rather than having to figure things out. And there's no increment. So queen g5. I can take some time here. I'm also calculating this. Takes queen f3, rook g1. Not quite working. I have a bad habit of when my point gets low on time, I'll start moving slower, so I'm going to try and address that here. The time advantage is just too great. Queen here, probably. I should note the queen defends g2. Now e3 is weak. 2 attackers. There's no rook f3 because I take. Okay, that's a good sign. I'm looking for the knockout blow. I'm wondering if I can take on... Can I just sack? And there's g5 too. If it doesn't work, I'll win on time. But g5 is kind of cool. Yeah, or trade. Or not. Free bishop, but then lose a knight. I guess white survive, kind of. But it's still a nice position. I'll win a rook. Okay, that was nice. Okay, so not really any breaks. I'll play a London. Have to dedicate this one to Andrea. I do have an idea of what we'll go into. I think he's going to take in bishop f5 or queen b6. Interesting. So this is Carlson Aronian from some year. It's a more positional line. I'll admit I'm not so well prepared here. I have a feeling my opponent is much more prepared. I should know what I'm doing. Let's play c3. a5 might come. Queen c1. I might play bishop d3 and just kind of neutralize the tension. Actually, a5 can be met with a4. Play bishop e2. Or h3. Now, let's get the king safe. It's important not to spend too much time here. Just kind of develop normally. Maybe now h3. Give the bishop a pocket. Yeah, I'll only dedicate this one to Andrea if I win. But we have very typical like London middle game. It's kind of a reverse structure of what we had the first game. This is a Carlsbad structure. Black might have the eventual minority attack idea. I probably want to trade bishops. Another reason for h3 preventing this move. Now up on time. Yeah, so knight e4, just kind of have to deal with it. Rook e2 is natural. I might play knight d2 as well. Just challenge the knight. f5 can probably be met with f3. Take with queen, probably. So there's a typical positional idea. If we do trade and black plays a5, very often the knight is best placed on d3. It's called the Capablanca knight. So knight c1, knight d3 is the plan to access the juicier dark squares. I might start with this immediately. This comes from kind of my experience playing Queen's Gambit Decline too. Just having the structure. Knight also defends b2. So b2 is defended. Doing well with time. Might want to go for the attack, like similar to last game. Have a target. Up about a minute. Might end up playing rook b1 just to over-defend the pawn so I can mobilize the queen. There's this tricky move too, to threaten to take. Don't think e5 is a big threat, so I'll start with rook b1. Yeah, I have a lot of things covering e5. Queen f3, queen g4, and being a bit more direct. I'm gonna try and make some gradual improvements. There's a baby crying in the distance. But I don't think people hear it because the mic is, sound settings are good. It's kind of distracting for me though. Bishop g3. Okay, let's just keep up the pace. I want to play h4. Like h4, h5 is another gradual way to improve. Okay, we'll double up the rooks. Nothing too special. And queen is a little bit misplaced. We put the bishop on g5. f3 is legal. Maybe this move. f6, can I take? Probably not. Bishop might go all the way back. Ooh. There's queen e3. I mean, we could trade. Let's trade in 95. Some ideas of delving in. Maybe I'll fiend Cato my queen. And put the knight on g5. Some idea of sacking. Yeah, the play is a bit easier for black. Can I sack? It looks so much fun. If it doesn't work, I'd probably win on time. Let's play this first and then I'll sack. So I calculated this idea. Again, I don't know if it works, but there's a lot of pressure here, and I'm winning the queen now. This would be a bad pre-move because g5 was possible. Okay, so that worked out nicely. Oh, I could have taken a rook. Okay, one on time. Let's go. Nice start. e4. I gotta play one Stafford, right? Oh, no Stafford. I have a bishop. Oh, he plays this opening. I don't know any theory here. How do the pieces move again? I have no idea what I'm doing. This is like Urasov, Jonathan Schrantz magical thing. I assume this is a variation. Okay. I'm kind of know what I'm doing. Bishop c5 or bishop e7? I think both moves are playable. Yeah, it's been ages since I've studied this. I used to kind of play this as white in certain lines. Did I blunder? Knight is fine. If this I take with check. This is all still kind of typical. And taking is legal. f5 is an option. Maybe I'll play f5. But then e6. This looks okay. I'm just trying to get an easy position to play. Or easier position to play. I remember some trap like f6 or there's some crazy like rook f8 sack line. Remember that game. Have like very hazy memories of this variation. Okay, so here I could take with the queen. I guess the knight's probably going to come in. So the pawn structure is hideous, but I do have the bishop pair. So it's kind of the imbalance of worse pawn structure, but better minor piece pair. Position's kind of opening up too. I have a passed pawn, which could very easily turn into a strength. His c6 pawn is defended currently. Queen b3 is okay, just king h8. So I probably want to play like bishop b6, maybe eventually c5, kick away the knight. That's logical. White just wants to trade. Let's avoid the trade. I'm allowing this, but then queen f7, c5. I mean, white might do... Oh, this and this runs into c5 anyway. Probably don't want to trade queens, but then I lose a pawn. So maybe I do want to trade queens. Actually not entirely sure here. So indecisive. I guess we'll trade queens and a5. I'm not sure how to evaluate this. There's some nice pressure now. a4 can't be played, and a4 is coming for me. May have been a mistake, though. Okay, so opposite color bishop situation. I'm probably a little bit worse here, but And all three results are possible. I'm going to put the bishop in. A2 is a target, so the rook's kind of tied down. This move. No, that doesn't work. What to do? I could put the bishop on d3. The rook's currently tied down to b2, so there's no rook d7. Yeah, bishop d3 is nice. Rook b5 maybe. b4 en passant. And I want to double up because the pawn is kind of backwards here. I might be, oh no, I'm not winning a pawn. Forgot about bishop a3. So c5 maybe? Just going for the trapping of the bishop kind of. Put the king on a better square. Not entirely sure what to do. I'm just reinforcing my bishop, opening the 5th rank. Maybe h5 ideas. Undermine the structure. Play rook e5. I still want to play h5. It's like the one way to make progress. h5 looks risky because like things are opening up against the king, but I think it's okay. So I just want to take and do this. Rook g2 is probably the move to play. There's almost some mating ideas. Oh, wow, wait. Am I in trouble? Oh, no, I'm not in trouble. I just take. It gets weird, though. I'll like keep rooks on the board. Up a decent amount of time here. Let's play this move. Go for e3. Still going for eventually e3. Win a pawn. Yeah, the pawn just wants to run like the wind. And now it's winning. Oh, cool endgame. Okay, that was definitely probably the closest game so far. Opposite color bishop situation. Okay, I'll play e4. Seemed like my opponent was prepared for London a little bit. I know they're prepared for Ponziani too. So I was showing Ponziani on the stream earlier. I'll play 4 knights, a3, how about? It's kind of a cool line. And then we'll go into this trickiness. Yeah, it's a very rare variation. I think it's objectively equal, but it's not a bad weapon for blitz because it's not so easy to figure out for black. So the point I should explain, I'm sacking a piece, but then after queen e2, I'm guaranteed to win it back. And there's variations where I just go up a pawn. Like queen e2, knight takes knight, I take, and then I'll be up a pawn. And a3 is actually, it's important to like have this. If we compare this to a 4-knight scotch, if the pawn was still here, there's takes here, f6, d4, bishop b4. It's hard to explain this with arrows, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is a3 prevents bishop b4 in certain variations. Yeah, it's so nice to play 6 moves of prep and then be up a minute on the clock. Now, I think there's some reason why this is objectively not great for white, but honestly, I don't even remember it. Like, there's some move black can play here. If the pawn was still here, f6 is the best move. But f6 here, d4, I think it's still a fine position. Yeah, so this is a line where I'm just, I guess there's bishop f6. So I'll take and bishop here. Yeah, I'm just up a pawn. I mean, the pawns are doubled, so maybe it's kind of like I'm up half a pawn, but it's still very pleasant, very solid. Rook d1 looks natural. Always have to be careful, like when the rook's aligned with the queen. So bishop d6, I'll play queen h5. I'm a little bit slow to castle, but I think the king is relatively safe. Yeah, I mean, from Black's perspective, they want to probably try and prevent me from castling, but this or this will come with tempo. I have to play this move. Yeah, I mean, the time kind of tells the story here. Okay, so I can't play bishop c4. I have to hang a bishop. This is a threat. It's probably h3. Oh, h3, bishop c5. That's actually tricky. So maybe bishop e2. So blocking the pin, also preventing bishop g4. Just a safe move. I could win another pawn, but then lose this pawn. I can't castle. Maybe rook d4 to attack the queen. Now I can castle. Put the queen on h3. So just keeping things defended. We're both trying to attack on the king side now. But I'm trying to win on time too. Can I play queen h6? And there's rook h4 too, which looks really enticing. I didn't see that. Oh, but I opened the F file. That's a cool line. Okay, I'm just trying to be precise here. Queen. Maybe this move. This is actually a cool move because queen or bishop takes, I have this or this. This is mate. Okay. That was nice. This is another nice bit of opening preparation. I think I'll play a Budapest. Feeling confident. Okay, going into main line. Take a pawn. So the idea is this and this and this, and then this and this. Okay, so trying to... It's a nice kind of variety so far of openings. Unleashing a lot of tricky lines. I mean, white has various options. I think the two most common moves are, yeah, a3 or b3. So one reason for playing rook e8 is to give the bishop the square to move back. Ah, so white sees the plan. I'll play d5 here. En passant, I'll recapture. And the rook probably won't develop this way, but maybe I'll still get like a solid, also aggressive position. I think bishop f5. I didn't want to play this too soon because knight b6. I mean, maybe now c6. Just kind of solidifying. Knight b6, I play rook b8. And knight's not doing too much damage from b6. And the bishop always covers g7, so knight's not actually pinned. I want to play this or this, but neither move really works. Could play queen c7. Just kind of reinforcing the knight. Want to put the rook on d8. Okay, probably bishop. Oh, knight's kind of pinned now. Bishop e4 is a legal move. And this looks solid. White can't really add another attacker to the knight just yet. f6 if necessary. Yeah, probably f6. Not the most appealing move, but it's a move. Put the rook back. Time is closer this game. So knight here, I play rook there. And the bishops get skewered. Knight c3. I didn't actually... Oh, queen d4, okay. Yeah, there weren't too many ways to defend there. Actually, my rook is a bit stuck. Play bishop f5. I want to bring the queen in. Okay, we have to trade. I feel like I'm getting outplayed this game. And it's still a fight, though. I want to bring the queen here. Put the bishop here. Ah, there's bishop d3, too. If f3, I'll play bishop d3. There's also knight g6, but this... Bishop e5... I mean, if takes, I'm happy with the fork. Put the bishop on a6 randomly. It's a weird square, but at least it does something. It blocks the rook from coming in. Okay, keeping some time advantage. I feel still a little bit squeezed. Play queen c7, just go for some simplification. Want to put the pawns on probably light squares. Trade rook g1, bishop h6. Bishop should probably be... Like, it doesn't want to move, though, because rook comes in. Now it can maybe move. There's a funny idea. Rook goes... Never mind. Let's swing the rook this way. Yeah, there is a funny idea. I'm allowing rook a7 to then hug the rook with my bishop and pawn. I can take in rook e2. Let's not plunder a rook. Yeah, rook is now hugged, kind of. There's rook a8. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that's a good move. I'm in trouble. Dirty flag, maybe? Wow. Hey, it's a dirty flag draw. Oh, I feel really dirty. But that's what hand sanitizer's for. Oh, okay, that's the first draw. So no adoption, I guess. Let's play another one of these. What a crazy game. Oh, thanks for subbing Monkey Library. I thought I was gonna flag there. Opponent was really fast. That's why time is so important. Okay, we're gonna keep moving on. I'm playing in Spanish for some reason. Do I even play the Spanish? So b5 is the main line. Okay, so we're going into main line kind of Spanish. The main line is h3, but this is a cool variation. I'm trying to remember prep. Like there's very specific preparation here. I think h3 is timely. There's a really cool idea. Knight d2, queen d2, bishop f3, and then queen c3. Also, I'm allowing this, but it's all okay because queen c2. Like there's some exchange sack line. This is actually one of the reasons why I play the Spanish is for this specific variation. I think there is some game, Ponomarev Elyanov? Pretty sure Ponomarev had this position at some point. And I remember actually a few years ago, I played a over-the-board tournament, the Philly Open. In the last round, I was sitting next to Andrew Tang playing Jeffrey Zhang. And Jeffrey unleashed this move against Andrew and won in like 10 more moves from this position. Then like a year later, I played this line in Vegas against Christian Kurilla. And got a good position, but he held on for a draw. But it's nice preparation just to blitz out. And the point is I'm attacking the knight, and like some of the lines are based on like engine ideas. So I'll have to remember what I'm doing. I think I can takes, and then... And there's always a prospect of bishop b4. Oh yeah, rook. I think rook here is coming back to memory. Rook ec1, avoiding the skewer, leaving the knight and bishop still attacked. It's like really cool opening prep. I don't know if I've actually had this queen c3 idea ever on stream. It's like one of these openings I've used once over the board. I did show a recent YouTube video. I was sharing some of my preparation with Sagar Shah. Oh, am I in trouble here? Take. I mean, I have to take the bishop. I guess I take the bishop and bishop f4. I may have gone wrong already because I don't remember this situation. But I have to, I mean, I could, a3 is another move actually. a3 is a funny move. a3. Because the problem is a c-file. I think I play a3 here, insisting that I don't want the queen to come in. So for the last so many moves, the knight and bishop have still been hanging. That's a great way to like vacuum away opponent's time. This is one of the issues sometimes with preparing openings is you rely too much on remembering and then you forget. You don't understand what's going on. Okay, let's take, and the bishop's still attacked. Yeah, that's a move. So I have this. I have to play g3. This is kind of backfiring, actually. Hopefully it's still okay. Bishop f4. Time is becoming more relevant. So I unleash the queen, so this doesn't work. g5, I have to move back to d2. That's an interesting move. And there's g4 here. So many counterattacks. Oh, g4, queen h3. Okay, let's move this way. c-file is still a weapon for me. Wow. Crazy move. Yeah, let's simplify. Keeping some time advantage. Go after the d pawn. Should win on time. Ah, free bishop. Hey, it's mate. Well, it's mate. I was just excited I could take a pawn with check. Okay. That was cool. It actually turned into like a hard fight. I'll have to check the theory later with that line. Okay, if he plays bishop c4, I'll play... Oh, let's play a Stafford. Okay, Stafford Gambit time. My opponent's probably prepared. I should have saved this for the bullet. I might just get punished from... It's good they're taking time, though. Maybe not super well prepared. Thanks for subbing. I'm not seeing chat, but I see the sub alerts. Vanuman and Biscu and Aldinero and Mikhail Balakirov. Appreciate all the love and support. So we're going into the Jonathan Schrantz magical line of stockfish greatness. Again, every time I play this line, I have to give Jonathan a shout out because he basically innovated this whole concept and managed to draw the highest level of stockfish on Lichess from this position as black. But in that game, G3 was played. This is another playable line. White's objectively better, but there's some center pressure. I have the time advantage, which is nice. Ooh, and I might get a pawn cube. The indestructible pawn cube, hopefully. Ooh. Castling's probably completely fine. So now it's a question what to do. Probably just worse. I mean, f5 is legal. Maybe I should have put the bishop elsewhere. Maybe I can provoke white to cubify my pawns. Let's go. Home sweet home. Also, this is a target. I want to move the bishop somewhere, like bishop b3. I could play f5 too. It's kind of interesting. I'm thinking f5 here and then get the bishop on a nice diagonal. And again, I'm objectively worse. I just lose a pawn. I didn't realize that was just hanging. Okay, so I gambited the pawn. I have to treat every blunder as a gambit. That's a really good move. Have to play this maybe. But there's still like weird compensation. It's a thing when like playing the Stafford. Like, you got the worst position, but lingering ideas. And I have the pawn cube. Probably this move and fight for the F file. Okay, I'm probably memeing too much. I should focus on playing reasonable moves. That's actually a really strong move. Trying to destroy my pawn cube. I wonder, can I... It's so risky. But a6 and then king b7. This is so risky. The cube has turned into one of those Tetris pieces. So a7, the king goes to b7. I barely blockade the pawn. But it does look really risky. But if I don't lose immediately, maybe I'll survive. Ooh. Rook e5, rhyming with my last word. I mean, queen f7 probably. Queenside down to f2. Up a little bit of time here. This pawn can be a huge strength or just an easy weakness, like free food. Funny game so far. Okay, let's snack on a pawn. My pawns are gonna be in slightly more shambles. Hey, triple pawns. I'm one capture away from quadruple pawns. Also, opponent wants to sneakily do things on the A file. I mean, I think it's okay though. Hopefully. Queen A3. The issue is rook here and then here. Let's just go for counterplay. I'm covering the square, which is nice. Offer the queen trade. Take a free queen. Yeah, no mercy. Kind of upset I didn't get quadruple pawns, but okay. That was a very meme-worthy game. Let's play another one of these. I'm expecting my opponent to play like Sicilian or Caro-Kann. Ooh. Novelty. I mean, let's repeat. I guess I'll just repeat the same opening. It works kind of well. I mean, my opponent maybe knows what's coming here. D5. I know this is objectively good for white. Oh, playing this line. So this is also objectively good for white, apparently. After queen c2. Oh. Ooh. Opponent did their homework. I wonder probably rook c1. I mean, all I know is engine gives a plus after bishop b4. But last time I looked at this was probably like a year ago. Or no, I looked at this kind of before Sagar Shah's match, or the match with Sagar Shah. I forget if I looked at this specifically. Yeah, it's a weird position. Because there's always lingering ideas of taking. Queenside pieces are sidelined. Bishop's out of play. Knight c4, very respectable. I want to be accurate. I know this move's coming. I mean, king h2 is just so natural. Idea to play rook g1, just use the g file. Like, we're going to get a situation probably where we're both trying to attack on the king side. Down a little bit of time. But position's looking really nice. Because rook ag1 is coming. And how to make progress. I want to trap the queen. Like f4 maybe. I mean, f5 is a clear idea. We might see f5 from black. But then there's weird like bishop d1 ideas. There's pawn diamond potential. Man, we got a pawn cube followed by a pawn diamond. Back-to-back games. Okay, let's stay focused. This move. King h8, respectable. Maybe queen e2. But queen e2, f5. Spending way too much time here. Queen c3. So the idea is just bishop here. The queen looks weird on c3, but It's just getting out the way. I probably don't want to en passant. Put the rook back. And queen e2, I might have to play queen c2. Yeah, not super thrilled here. Maybe I'll end up taking. Interesting. I'll start with, oh no, I have to play this, because I was threatening to take with check. Okay, so I want to play b3 and provoke the pawn diamond. Provoke the knight to diamondify my pawns. Ah, okay. This is fine though. C-file, a c-pawn is backwards. Maybe queen c6 coming. Yeah, I'm going to play very positionally here. Up on time for the first time in a while. Yeah, now it's really easy. I kind of weathered the storm. A tricky position earlier. Okay. It's kind of tricky move. Oh, I can be tricky too. Tactics. So I'm just kind of winning a pawn or two. Yeah, not quite a diamond. Oh, this is kind of a diamond. Oh, wow. I blundered. Oh, no. Okay, I have this move, thankfully. That was almost a tragic disaster. Okay, I can pre-move on the light squares. Okay. That was tricky, though. Kudos to my opponent for being devious there. Okay, so we have 3 more games of 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm repeating the same line. I think we played this in the first game. So my opponent kind of knows what to expect. Yeah, pawn's defended. If takes, I take back, still defending the pawn. Oh, g4. Okay, so this is probably a case where I go for some earlier c5. I might play b5 first. So I don't want to play h6 because that gives gives white a target to try and open up files. Very likely white will castle kingside or queenside, but okay, I guess not. Rook c1. So I want to play in the center somehow. I might play bishop b7 actually. Multi-purpose, preparing this and preparing this and this. Like, one of the problems for white in this sort of position is a king. If the center opens up, the king might not have a safe place. So the goal is some combination of c5, 94. Forgot about that move. Thankfully, I have this move. We might end up trading. It's sharp, though. Oh, I'm just losing a pawn? I'm just losing a pawn, unfortunately. I mean, it's still sharp. I guess, yeah, bishop f5, I guess won a pawn. Maybe I should have moved the rook, but then I'd lose c7. Well played. Okay, I'm not going to calculate. Just relying on intuition. The main idea I see is if pawn ever takes, I play this and bishop becomes a monster. Oh, maybe I should have calculated. I think it's okay though, because if knight takes, there's takes and with a pin, so there's X-ray vision in both directions. I'm threatening the knight and the fork. I am down 2 pawns, but I have the bishop pair. Yeah, this is a fun position. 2-pawn gambit. Slightly unintentional. Don't entirely see like knight eg. Yeah, knight eg1 is maybe the sad move. Then I take. If yeah, again, if takes, I have choice which material to grab. The king is still very safe. There's a really funny line here. I don't think it works though. I want to take and play this and this. The problem is rook d1, queen a5. Knight c3, we trade. I could also just take immediately. Bishop e4 is a move. I do have time here. Ponder the possibilities. Man, there's a lot of like fun looking moves. Of g6 might be. G6 looks weakening though. There's a funny move, queen d5. I think I'll play it because it just ensures king safety. Like if we trade queens, white still has all the same problems. This is probably not the best move, but just a practical decision. Because now if check, I take, and there's more pressure on the diagonal. I guess there is a line like knight takes, pawn takes. A lot of things could get traded. Oh, knight takes I just take with bishop. Yeah, there's kind of a double pin. Also, thanks for the bits. I wear shoes. Ooh. Oh, there's a funny line. Rook takes c6. Oh no, my queen. But then I'll take back. And there's still the double pin. Okay, so now I win the rook. Anything better? I'm just trying to be precise here now. Probably just defend this way. Queen defends the bishop. It's guarding the back rank. Go for bishop c4. Okay, oh, opponent resigned. Yeah. Okay, time was good. That was a cool game. Got sharp in the middle game. I'll probably mix up the opening if e5. Yeah, so opponent's being consistent. I'm running out of things to play. I could play a Halloween. I'll play Halloween. Why not? Opponent might give back the piece, or not. Wait, what's the line again? Pawn here? I messed up the line? I messed up the line. It was pawn d5. Yeah. Okay, I'm down a piece. Halloween Gambit. Oh, opponent kind of knows what they're doing, too. I think d5 is like the best move. These sort of positions. But queen f3 may be coming. Actually, I don't know if d5 was the best move there. There's another line where d5 makes sense, but I think it's when you can play c6. Maybe with the knight on g6. Okay. Oh, maybe this is still good for black. I don't know. Oh, why am I putting myself in this situation? Takes in bishop e3 maybe. I pretty much have to take. So I'm threatening kind of d5, not really. I do have 2 pawns for the piece, so there's something to work with. Basically going for more kind of long-term compensation. Yeah, good move. So I just want to use the pawns. This is my Halloween costume. It's such a bad costume. Maybe queen d3. So some queen b5 idea, some c4 idea. Yeah, so now there's rook b5 and takes b7 as potential ideas. The problem is queen c4. A queen c4 d5. Like, imagine b6, rook b5, queen c4 d5. It's kind of interesting. I think it still kind of works here. I didn't even consider taking the pawn. Probably because, like, this move. Oh, it's getting weird now. What is this? I should probably just push and pray. Rook d8, c4. Oh, there's bishop f5 too. It's interesting. Like, I have my pawns controlling center, and this is what the Halloween is all about. Pretending to be scary. C2's weak. So let's retreat. I mean, I'm probably going to lose c2 at some way. Can I take a pawn? That's getting weird. It's already weird. d6. Rook d1. Probably rook d1. Problem is bishop g4. Maybe d6. I'm spending too much time. Okay, there's a weird line. Bishop g4, d6. Was just calculating. Not sure, but looks interesting. Gotta go for this. So there's some pin. I probably want to play h3 when I have the chance. Also, if knight moves, I take on c7. Have some nice pawn chain. One move away from winning connect 5. The g3 is not a move I want to play. Oh, knight d5, I take on c7. Okay, let's take this way. Knight c4, queen d5 with a pin from behind and attacking this. Okay, so I'm threatening mate in 2, and okay. Hey, it's a Halloween miracle. Okay. So one more game. One more game, and then we take a halftime break. Maybe I'll play Stafford again, or not. Okay, I'm preventing this d4 shenanigans. So we'll play in Italian. Oh, this line. What is this line? Bishop d4? I think it's bishop d4. This is I think they call it the DEUTZ Gambit. See how booked up my opponent is. So f4 is the main idea. I was commentating a match between Nikola Stoichsin, a Twitch streamer, and Sergei Karyakin. And they went into this line, but I don't remember. Like, Karyakin was black and unleashed some cool preparation, but I forget all of it. I vaguely remember some rook g8 move, like Larry Coffin novelty. Oh, it's been so long. Maybe h6 first. I mean, bishop e6 looks natural. Or queen e7. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I want to use a square some pieces. The pin's annoying. I am temporarily up a pawn, preventing this. We might still be in theory, actually. I guess I had queen c5 ideas as well. Okay. I mean, things are covered. I know there's some line where rook g8's played with a pawn still here, where you anticipate the g-file opening. We might get a structure where the g-file opens and king just kind of chills in the center. Wait, free bishop? I think the opponent just forgot. Or maybe played the wrong move in the calculation. Probably had to take. Okay, so I think it's a halftime break. So I'll open up chat. That was nice. That was 12 moves. Trying to show no mercy. This is a team match, so every game counts. Every point counts for the team. I think we were trailing by 5 points before these games, so now we're up by 5. But we still have 11 more games to play. So this is bullet. It is sometimes hard to adjust between blitz and bullet, but c3. Let's c3. Okay, we'll play this. Play a5. So we have a reverse old Indian kind of. Or black lion. I don't know what we call this. I'm going to put the queen on a7. Attack a pawn. Okay, it's playable. Queen defends. Queen is doing weird things. Might want to play this move. You're threatening this now and this. And I'm going to win f2 in the end too. Wow. Won all the material. Just go for the queen trade. Okay. No mercy. Simplify more. I'm just trying to provoke resignation. I'll play g6, just preventing that f5. Oh, that was a mouse slip. It's still winning, but that's annoying. I meant to take the knight. Okay, I'm up like 10 seconds. But that's why you don't resign, especially in bullets. Okay, I'll go for this. I might even sack. Yeah, let's sack. That's not my best technique. Okay, this is better technique. So the issue for white is rook's now behind the pawn. Just have to watch out for tricky pre-move stuff. Prevent the king from coming in. There we go. Okay. Okay, first game. 10 more to go. We'll play another London, I guess. London is kind of the bread and butter of chess openings. Yeah, another one of these. I played this earlier. Didn't mind the position. Not entirely sure what I'm doing here. We're going to trade everything. Yeah, we have a very similar structure to earlier. So I'm threatening this now with a fork. I'll play b4. Pawns are smiling. The queen is almost trapped, actually. Like here, but not quite. Threatening g4 now. Play g4 queen here. Eventual idea of bishop c7. Like knight c4, bishop c7. I trap the queen? Almost. Queen e8's possible. Maybe I'll win. Nah, let's take this. Okay, plenty of time. Can play this move hitting these things. I just don't want a mouse slip like that last game. Could have taken on f7. e6 is hanging. Let's play that. Okay. That's 2. Let's go. Play Sicilian. Oh, he plays Smith Mora. I'll play one of these. Play a Norwegian rat. Carlsen went through a phase of playing this. This looks playable. Maybe I shouldn't have played c4 too early, but this bishop is now sadder than normal. That was a good move. Play queen c8. So bishop moves back, I have bishop h6. But what to do? Maybe this move. It's a weird plan. I just lost a pawn. That was really bad. Okay, I want to play this and take. This is not my proudest game so far. That's still kind of playable. I was going to take some tricks to win this, maybe some dirtiness. Trying to make things confusing. Am I mating? It's maiden 2. Okay. Yeah, that was tricky. That was very tricky. I'll play in English. Really mixing up the openings. Aha, so we'll have... I messed up the move order. Bishop g7 was more accurate there. Okay, I'll play a4 in prophylaxis. a4 is not the main line, but it's, I think, playable. Oh, that's probably playable too. Takes... There's no time to think here. Yeah, that's just a good move. Let's play this. I'm much worse here. And I'm down on time. I might lose this. Should be my first loss of the match, but let's be optimistic. A pawn's a bit weak. Bishop b3 after b6. f4, that's still playable. Ooh, okay. Be down the exchange. Okay, there we go. Some hope. Man, I'm gonna get flagged though. I got flagged. Good game. Okay. That was unfortunate. Good end game though. I was too slow. Yeah, I outplayed in the opening too. Okay, let's calm down. Play some more solid chess. I should really play more kind of controlled openings. This is a very controlled opening. Yeah, I'll go for the immediate attack. Like bishop g4, bishop h3. There's knight a5. Maybe this move is solid. Put the king in the corner. Interesting. It should not be spending too much time. Plenty of time. c6 coming. Now this and this are attacked. Okay, that was a nice finish. Okay, so 14.5. So total in the end should add up to 21. I'm going to repeat that. Oh, never mind. To remember this line. d4 and then take some bishop d3. That's what I played the first game against Sagar Shah. I'll admit I don't remember this so well, but I assume takes and c5 knight b5. I'm getting some early time advantage. Does c5 just win a piece? It may have. Also, my rook is a bit awkward. Offer the queen trade. What am I doing? Okay, looks fine. Very solid now. Queen here. I want to take in bishop c4. There's b5. Wow. Oh, interesting move. Takes. Okay, funny tactic. I don't know how to evaluate this. I just have to move quickly. Ah, that was a mouse slip. Don't hurt me. Oh, that was really dirty. I feel bad, but I mean, that's the nature of bullets. Okay. Opponent promoted twice. Okay, so we have one of these. I'll play the bishop d6 line. This is a Casa Corley variation. It's a fun line. Play in the style of Casa. I think usually with knight f3 you're supposed to be more central, but this is still fun. Ideas kind of flow nicely. Did I already mess up? I actually don't know, because takes. I have f6 in the end, if takes. Now I defend the pawn. Have the bishop pair, I'll take in queen d5. Knight is almost trapped. Let's not blunder a rook. I want to play rook a2. I blundered a pawn. Okay, opponent blundered a rook and a queen. Okay. That was a messy sequence. I think if knight e4, I had bishop d5, so some form of gambit. Caro Khan will play a hillbilly. Yeah, this is a hillbilly. It's a dubious gambit, but it's kind of fun. Idea f3. So I'll be down a pawn. There's some relation to like a Grand Prix attacking setup. Interesting. Probably d4 here, restricting knight c5. So I want to just do this stuff, and probably it's objectively fine for black, but in bullets, I think it's more fun to play for white. Because now I can take on f6. Oh, this is going to be fun. There's a cool mating idea. Here, 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 here. g5, queen g5 mate. Opponent knows the danger. Take on... How to do this? Let me take this way. Actually don't know. Could have taken the rook too. I'm sure I missed something there. It was confusing. Okay, here I can take. Takes I triple fork. Good move. Okay, threatening a triple fork again. What just happened? Okay, so I'm down a pawn. Oh, what just happened there? Wait, I'm up a piece? Ah, but I'm losing something. But I'm mating. I'm mating, okay. Now I'm up a rook. It's so much easier to go for the flag here. Okay. I mean, I could like walk the king around, but it's hard for black to pre-move when my rook is still on the board. I'll play g6. Mix up the openings again. Play one of these again. Ah, I don't like this. Opponent's probably prepared. I could play a hippo. I'll treat this as a hippo. And it's not a great hippo. I guess I'll castle, and it's kind of like a Benoni, but kind of a sad Benoni. Like Lafong's cat, but Lafong's cat seems kind of happy usually. E6 maybe? Maybe this move. Okay, it's just a matter of not getting crushed immediately. I just want to trade queens. If we trade queens, I can take a deep breath or a sigh of relief. Also, we played 19 games total. So 2 more. Ooh. Thought I could take that. Oh, my thing. Oh, let's take here. Okay. That's still kind of playable. This is going to be a time scramble. Ah, my rook. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, no, it's not funny. Oh, now it's funny again. No! Yes! Oh, okay. It's a draw because insufficient mating material. Oh, what was that game? Oh, we play one more. Okay. Yeah, one more game. Final game. We'll play e4. Oh, what a match. Okay, so Carol Khan. I mean, my opponent's been playing. Oh, Sicilian. I actually prepared this last night. It was like one of the few openings I prepared. He takes in here. There's a cool idea. Bishop c5. There's a cool idea. I think bishop c5. So casting first. I think this is all preparation. Oh, this is not preparation. Opponent deviated. Play d5. So I gabbed a pawn to just stop the diagonal. Okay, I'm trying to win this game for the team. Go Chicago. Play this move. It's not comfortable though. This move? Counterplay. Yeah, good move. Like here. Okay. I'm going to be down some pawns. Oh, there's a funny line. Threatening mate in 1. It might not be easy for white to or for black to stop. It might be winning now. I'm down 3 pawns, but the rook can't come back to save the back rank. Okay, this is best practical try. At the very least, I'll win on time. There we go. Okay. Hey, 2,700 plus 2. Okay. So, some fun games. I feel like I definitely had the upper hand in some of these time scrambles. I feel like the score was, it didn't indicate how close a lot of the games were. Opponent outplayed me a lot and then managed to claw my way back. But gained some rating, tried to support the team. Big thanks to the National Blitz League for organizing this match. There was no adoption, I don't think. Like there were a few sporadic draws. I did lose that one game. Yeah, this like time scramble game. But yeah, we played 21 games.